Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. Good morning, everybody. It just mean queen, baby. It just mean queen. How y'all doing this morning? So I want to share something with y'all. Last night I was on Black Men Unfiltered, okay? And this brother content is always fire, okay? This brother content is always fire. And so last night the content that we talked about was body count, okay? And I was a little bit skeptical of joining this chat, okay, of joining this live yesterday because I talked to my king and I was telling my king about this live that I'm supposed to go to about talking about body count. And my king looked at me and he said, "You have been bought and paid for already." And I looked at him and I laughed. And I said, "Honey, what do you mean?" He said, "You have been bought and paid for already. Do not go and disgrace me." And I told him I would never do that. Okay, this is what I said. I would never do that. He said, "Whatever happened between us is our business." And I told him, "Honey, you know I know. I would never disgrace you. Never. I love my king. I don't play no games with my king. Anybody who know me in real life, I do not play when it comes to my husband. I will get indignant with you. You will lose your mind while I'm telling you off." So now, when he said that to me, it made me smile. When he said that to me, it made me smile. He said, "You have been bought and paid for. So whatever happened in your past, you have nothing to do with that now. You belong to me." And then he said the same thing this morning when we were getting ready, uh, getting him out in the morning for work. So as he eating breakfast and drinking his coffee, he looking at me, got his glasses down a little bit, and I'm laughing. He said, I saw you about to do a live this morning." I said, "Honey, I'm always doing a live." He said, "I just want to remind you, you have been bought and paid for. Do not go and disgrace me." And I said, "I will not. I will never. Never." But this is what I want to share with y'all. Should a woman have to tell her body count to a man that she just met? Or should a woman tell her body count to a man that is going to marry her? I'm wondering because body count has never came into play before until now that they have been talking about it for the last couple of years. But back in the day, body count has never mattered. Men have never asked this before. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty, I first want to say good morning to everybody because we about to dive deep. We about to go down the rabbit hole, as Kosha say. Shout out to Kosha because everybody be using his words and they don't even say shout out to Kosha. So shout out to Kosha, and I'm gonna also use hoism. Shout out to Kosha one more time, okay? Now let me just say, let me see who in the chat. Lady Navoa, good morning. Messy Mashawn, how you doing, honey? Tracy, what's going on, baby? Art Urban, what's going on, Urban? What's going on? Almond Eyes, Heidi, how you doing? It's good to see you. So now, when he said this to me, I said to my king, "Okay, thank you," because when my king asked me, he already had in mind I was going to be his wife. He already had it in his heart and mind I was going to be his wife. Now, was I my husband? Was I his? Like, sometimes women say, um, they will say, "Oh, I had better options. That he didn't have to. I didn't need him." I would never say that. I would never say that. Now, My husband is nothing like the men I have dated in my past. Nothing like them. Nothing. My husband is just a lone lion by himself, a king by himself. I could never compare my king to any other man that I have messed with from my past. I would never. I would never. They could not even compare to this man. They could not even touch this man's shoes with a 10-foot pole. They couldn't do that. Now, am I saying I have met good men in my past? I have met good men. Yes, I have. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. But nobody compares to my king. And I'm going to share with you why. Because he saved me. He saw good in me when nobody else saw good in me. He saw that I was a wife, not a baby mother. And when men of my past saw me, they saw that I was a baby mother. They didn't see that I was a wife. Even though I was married when I was 19, this gentleman here, my first husband, he didn't actually see me as wife. He saw me as an opportunity at that time because he was running away from his own demons. Okay. So he thought that I could assist. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not throwing no shots at him, I'm not throwing no shots at him because we had good times. But the king that I am with now, nothing compares to this man. And I will share with you why. Dr. Orion, right? On YouTube. Black Man Unfiltered put a little skit of him on the show. And he was talking about how men will think they're going to buy something. Like say if you went to Macy's and you go into Macy's because you want to buy a brand from Macy's and their stuff is amazing. So you go there, and when you get to there and you take the item home, you find out the item is not Macy's. That the item comes from the dollar store. Okay. So now you're upset. This is the item is representing a woman. So now you're upset that this item is from the dollar store. How did it get in Macy's? So he's saying that be mindful of the women that you choose. This is what Dr. Orion was saying. Be mindful. Find out her past. Okay. If she was her hoism, okay, if her hoism was tragic, okay, be mindful of this. Find out what she was doing. Ask questions. Now, is Dr. Orion right? He's right. You're supposed to find out things like this. But do you ask her while you're dating her, or do you find out through before you're about to marry her? Now I'm going to share something with you. TJ had said something. I want y'all to really check out the video of Black Man Unfiltered. But TJ had said something. I'm sorry, not TJ. JT, shout out to you, my brother. JT said something last night, and he said, if you let a woman talk long enough, she gonna tell you her past. You don't even have to ask any questions. She's going to tell it. She's gonna tell it. And I'm gonna share something with you. He's right. JT is right. And also Anissa, I'm sorry, I always say her name wrong. Anissa was on the panel, and she said she wouldn't tell. Not every woman is going to tell what their body count is, and she's right too. Not every woman is going to tell their body count. They're not going to tell the truth. But in my case, young women, I want to share something with you. If this man is serious about you and he wants to wife you, he see good in you, and he wants to deem you as wife, you should tell this man the truth. Because you don't want it to be that you're out one day and somebody you used to do some nonsense with walk up to your table and start talking some rah-rah stuff on demon time. Okay? Okay? Shout out to JT. What We Know podcast. That is this brother channel. Very educational. I love this brother. Shout out to JT. And this is why I say, ladies, if this man deem you as wife, he wants to marry you, tell the truth. Stop listening to these influencers on social media telling you nonsense. Because what could happen, and I'm telling you main facts, what could happen is that once he find out from the streets, he's going to be done with you. Once he find out from the streets, he's going to be done with you. Now, back to what I was trying to say about what Dr. Orion said. He said that it's not right that a man buy a shirt from Macy's and he think it's Macy's. When he get home, he finds out it's from the dollar store. It's not right. It's not right. He's supposed to know from the door if this is dollar store. Okay? You're supposed to tell him. Now it's up to him to purchase the item. Now, shout out to Mr. He said, so now when Dr. Orion said this on Black Men Unfiltered, right? The video we watched, I thought to myself, I smiled because I'm not from Macy's. I'm not from Macy's. I'm from around the corner, the baby mama down the street. Okay, that's the store I was from. The baby mama down the street around the corner. That's the store I was from. And I had all labels attached to my garment. Okay, had holes in it and everything. Okay, laying on a rack. Now, did I have a good heart? Was I a good woman? Did I work hard? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Did I take care of my child? Yes. Yes. Did my king come to me polished? No children. He has done some stuff, but he's a man, so they don't count that against him. Okay? And before I even knew anything about my king, or what he had, or what he had already made his table, I had a wonderful job, worked there for years. Beautiful townhouse I lived in. I had my own. I didn't live off government assistance. I had my own. But this man took a nasty, raggedy shirt, okay? Because I was the baby mama from around the corner, turned up the street, okay? I was at that corner store, okay? But he took this garment that looked like God knows what, but the garment talked to him. The garment talked to him. The garment was nice to him. The garment didn't know him from Adam. I didn't know him from Adam. Okay? But he took the garment and he said, I don't like none of these tags on you. And started snatching all the tags off. And then he saw how beautiful the garment was. He said, but I need to clean this garment. So he took me home and cleaned me. And any holes I had in me, he sold it. He sold all these holes. Shout out to my king. Shout out to my king. Thank you for showing me mercy. I love my husband. Oh my goodness. I love my king. Shout out to my king. Took me home. Sold all the holes that I had. All the holes that was in the shirt. He sold them. Washed the shirt and everything. Pressed the shirt. And put one label on me. You are wife. That's what you are. And I'm going to teach you how to be, because this is what you were supposed to be. You wasn't supposed to be down the street around the corner on Baby Mama Lane. You was not supposed to be there. You was not supposed to be down the street on the corner, around the corner at Baby Mama Lane. You wasn't supposed to be there. You didn't even supposed to make it there, but you were so fast. You were so fast. You didn't wait on me. You were so fast. But since you supposed to be mine, I'm still coming to get you. My king said, you supposed to be mine. I'm still coming to get you. Shout out to my king. So now he takes this shirt. He pressed this shirt. He put on cologne on that shirt. Make that shirt smell real nice. He put that shirt on. And he tell that shirt, you mine now. You mine now. And I'm changing your name. Your name means queen. Your name is Abang Anwa. Your name is queen. You are my queen. You don't belong to nobody else but me. Shout out to my king. Shout out to my king. So yesterday, when I was on Black Men Unfiltered, I couldn't really answer because somebody saved me. When I come to y'all and I talk to y'all about body count, I'm telling you from experience. Now, can I say I was an OG hoe? Nope. No, I can't. Can I say I was a dignified hoe? Because you know you got the dignified hoe that she done got saved and she done changed her life. Can I say that? I don't even know. I don't even know if I can say that either because I ain't all the way there. God still got some things to work on me with. Okay? But I ain't saying I'm out here doing nonsense because I have never crossed my king. I don't play with my king at all. I have never crossed him. Good morning, RBM. How are you, RBN? How are you, sir? The Real Bravado Network. So now I could not really say what I wanted to say on the show because somebody saved me. So will I say that no woman with a body count will be saved? Can I say that? I can't say that. I can't say that because there is someone out there that will take this woman if she can be, how you say, let me see this right. A man can take a woman, but she has to be truthful with him. She has to be truthful. She has to lay it down and say, this is what I have done. So that if any nonsense come, the man will say, I already know. I already know. That's what he will say. But what make men upset with women who don't tell the truth, Nigerian, you right. This is teachable. This is a teachable moment, baby. You got it, honey. So why I say tell him is because if any nonsense come, he gonna be able to tell whoever man that came to the table and say, any man who came to when you at the restaurant, you at the bar, whatever, any man who come up and say something to you or say something to him, he gonna say, I already know. See, men take pride in their name. They take pride in themselves. This is why when women cheat, okay, this is why when women cheat, men leave you. There's rarely, this is not, it's not even a widespread of this. When a man get cheated on by his woman, he leave you. He don't stay. Only women do that. There's a small amount of men, a small amount, it's not very big, it's a small amount of men who will forgive you for cheating. But the first of all, a big amount, when a man find out, listen, I'm speaking facts to y'all. When a man find out his woman was swinging from the chandelier with another man, he dismissed her because it's in his mind. He knows how the way he flipped you and put you in doggy style is in his mind. So when you cheat on him, he will not stay. He will not stay because he know how he flipped you and how this other man flipped you. This is why most men don't stay. But back to the story at hand. I'm only saying this because it is actually up to the man if he makes the choice to want to stay with you. CDTBs, how are you, sir? It's up to the man if he want to stay with you. This is why you're supposed to tell the truth. You're supposed to tell him the truth. So if anything go left, he know. And any man that come up to him, he could tell him, I already know. I already know. But I got a now. I already know, but I got a now. So ladies, when you have women influencers tell you the body count don't matter, they're lying to you, baby. That body count do matter. But it's going to matter to the man who decided to buy you. I know y'all don't like that word when I said buy you. It's true. It only matters, listen, it only matters to him that is going to buy you. That's why you tell the truth. Skinny, good morning, honey. That's why you tell the truth to this man. Now, am I saying every man you meet and go out on a date that you tell your body count to? No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. Because as a woman, you're supposed to have some dignity. And that's the thing we miss in our culture. Now, am I saying hoism? Shout out to Kosha. Am I saying hoism does not exist back in the day in the 50s and 60s? I'm lying. They just did it good. They was dignified hoes. It's true. It's only until the 80s and 90s that women have lost their mind, and in the 2000s that they now 2000 them got ratchet. They them ratchet hoes. Okay, but they had dignified hoes the 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000. Y'all have lost your mind. Every woman has some hoism in her. But it's up to the man to decide if he want to take that woman who have hoism in her. Our Payne last night, he was on the panel and he said he told his wife, I don't want to know about your past. Just whatever you learned in your past, make sure you bring it to our bedroom. Now, is our Payne right? He's right. He's right. And I understand what he's saying. But should a woman tell her husband, her soon-to-be husband, I believe this to be true so wholeheartedly, she should tell him. Because anything can go left. She should tell him. Now, everybody will get on these panels and they will talk about women body count. A woman shouldn't have this amount. A woman shouldn't have that amount. But I'm going to share something with you. Just like I tell y'all all, it's going to be up to the man. He is the one to decide. He is the one to decide if you are deemed worthy. Because a man can tell a hoe from a housewife. He can tell this. You don't have to do nothing else. Once he meets you, he can tell. He can tell. This is how he knows how he's going to treat you. Now, I'm going to share something with you. My husband is a good-looking man. He is a good-looking man. Even when he was younger, he didn't have that salt and pepper on his chin and in his head. He didn't have all that when he was younger. But he had this regalness about him when I met him. And I'm quite sure, hey, Lit, how are you? Lost in Translation podcast. And I'm quite sure that the women my husband have dated saw it in him too, that he had a regalness about himself. My husband have dated women from Colombia. He have dated women from Russia. He has dated women from Nigeria, of course, because you know he's Nigerian. My husband can speak Spanish real good. He could go overseas and rack up. If he became a passport bro, he could go overseas and tear some stuff down. My king is just him. And the pictures I saw of the women that he had dated before me, they look nothing like me, honey. Nothing like me, honey. These women don't even have children. They don't have children. Even the women that he met here in America before me, they don't have children. Beautiful bodies, everything. And I'm not hating. I'm not hating. When I saw these pictures, I told my husband, and we were just dating at the time, I said to him, wow, they are beautiful. And he told me, yes, and you are too. And I told him, why do you want to be with someone like me? I'm a baby mother. I got all this nonsense going on. And you know what he told me? You have a good heart. You have a good heart. And I'm going to share something with you. What even attracted him to me is like I told y'all a couple months back, there's two laundromats that used to be on the block where I lived at in Elizabeth. And the laundromat that was closer to his house, he used to see me walk down here. And he told me what attracted me about you was your behind. That's what he told me. He said, when I saw you, I was like, look at this woman. Now I have both. I have breast and butt, but he attracted to me to my butt. So I said to him, I laughed so hard. I said, so this is why you started talking to me? He said, no, I didn't. I saw you for like weeks. I didn't say anything to you. It was the time where I saw you going into the laundromat. So I hurried up and threw my stuff in the bag and walked down to the laundromat, and I saw you. And I was like, this is my time to talk to you. So I said, so you act like you couldn't put the stuff in the wash machine? He was like, I just wanted to see what you was going to say. Now, my husband is 7 years older than me. He know how to use the wash machine. But he wanted to see how was I going to react. And when he was putting his stuff in the wash machine, there were other women inside the laundromat that was Hispanic. Now, could he have had a chance with those women? Yes, he could have. Yes, he could have. Because my husband speaks Spanish fluently. He speaks Spanish fluently. So the women were laughing at him putting these clothes in the wash machine. And I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing too. But I went over there and I said, baby, that's not how you put those clothes in here. You got to put them, separate them. You got to put them in. And he looked at me with that nice grin on his face. He put his glasses down and he said to me, so you gonna help me? I said, yeah, I'm going to help you. So I help him. And then I finished. I went back to folding my clothes. And he walks over. He says, I want your number. I looked at him. I said, what? He said, I just want to be your friend, but I want to be your friend. I said, I don't want no friend. You better get away from me, just like that. And I was laughing. So he knew he had me because I was laughing. He gave me his phone. He said, take this. Put your number in my phone, girl. Stop playing. And I looked at him. I put my number in his phone. I was attracted to him. And it wasn't because of the way he looked, it's the way he talked. I tell y'all this all the time. It is the way a man talks that will bring you to your knees. It is a way a man's swagger is that will bring you to your knees. But my husband is a good looking man. I love my husband. I love the way I love to look at him. I love to bite him. I love to pull on his beard. I love to lay on him. I sit on his lap every chance I get. I love to just be under this man, even when he aggravate me. He'll be like, "Go sit over there. Don't come over here by me." I'm like, "No, I want to sit by you." And then I cuddle up under him. And I'm going to share with you why this man saved me when nobody else wanted to. When nobody else wanted to. And I'm not saying I was a perfect woman. I'm not sitting here telling y'all that this is a lie. And anybody who know me in real life know that too. I have done nonsense. So it was hard for me to come to Black Men Unfiltered show last night. But my husband said to me, "You have been bought and paid for." I love the way this man talks. "You have been bought and paid for. I bought you already. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You belong to me." Remain confident, baby. I understand what you're saying. God did save me. I'm not talking about Yahweh. I'm not. Don't don't get that twisted, baby. Don't get that twisted. I'm not talking about Yahweh, because when I get indignant, I never want to add God into the mix because it's not good. If I'm saying something and I'm talking hood, I never like to add God to the mix because that's disrespectful. But I'm telling you, I know this man saved me. Now, any other woman, you can say whatever you want to say about your man, but I know what my husband did for me. I know what he did for me. Now, can I sit up here and say my husband doesn't have any flaws? I'm lying. He has flaws, just like me. My husband is not perfect. I'm not perfect either. But will I tell y'all that? Will I be up here telling my husband business? Hell no, I won't. No, I won't. I love my king and I respect him. I won't be telling my husband business because I have too much respect for this man. Too much respect for this man. Nobody can take this man place in my heart and mind. No. That's why I said my husband has messed me up. He has messed me up to the point that if anything happened between me and him later in the future, nobody will be able to hold the candle to this man. Nobody. Nobody. Matter of fact, there'll be a problem. There'll be a problem right there. Because even if he told me I can't be with you no more, even if he said this to me, it would be him that would say it. It wouldn't even be me. It would be him that had to say it. And I would tell him, just like he told me, this marriage is lifetime. This marriage is lifetime. I don't even want to think that. I remember when I was on Black Man Unfiltered show last week, and Black Man Unfiltered said, if Take Heed ever came to the show and said she is recently divorced, everybody on this panel will want her, right? And one of the guys, Trey, said, not me, because I don't deal with baby mamas, right? And everybody else was laughing and was like, yeah, take heed. And I'm going to share something with you. Don't curse me like that. Don't curse me like that. I don't even want to see a life without my husband. This is the truth. I do not want to see a life without my husband. Some women will sit up here and say, I will graduate from my marriage. I do not want to graduate from my marriage. I want to fail every time. I want all F's. I want to sit on the bus forever. Okay? I want to be in the class with the professor forever. I want to fail my class. I want all F's. Please do not let me graduate. I do not. Because I can't. Listen, you date me, you're going to have a problem. Every time you say something, I'm going to say that's not what my king used to say. Every time. And I'm going to share with you why, because this man trained me to love him. He trained me to be his wife. He trained me. And I know a lot of y'all women going to get upset about this, but this man trained me. I cannot sit up here and tell you no lie. I don't want to be with nobody else. I don't. If somebody touch me in the wrong way, you're going to get something. It's going to be a problem. Because if you've been with somebody for so long, you don't want nobody else to be trying to touch you intimately. You better get out my face. You better get somebody else to do it, not me. Now, when my king touched me, baby, I melt like butter. There's a problem here. There's a problem. My king always laugh. He like, girl, you just bad. There's a problem. Because I already have in my heart and mind that this man loved me. This man saved me. With all the flaws that I had and all the labels that I had on me, he ripped all those labels off the shirt and said, I put one label. I deem you as wife. That is what you are. So when we talk about body count, young ladies, I want y'all to hear this. When we talk about body count, you're supposed to tell the truth. Especially if this man will be your husband. You're supposed to tell the truth because you do not want this man disgraced. You do not want this man disgraced in front of anybody, because if you love him, you do not want him disgraced. See, that's why when I look at women and they come to social media and they talking about their husbands and they're acting indignant with their husband on social media, I immediately know she don't love him. I immediately know she doesn't love him. Because if you can come and take your husband to social media and disgrace him in front of everybody, you immediately do not love him. Nobody have to even tell me. I can already see. You are right. You are right. You are right. I understand what you're saying. But a lot of y'all will get offended by what I'm saying. You could never tell me that you love your husband and you will come to social media and you will disgrace him. You will tell all his business. You will tell everything that he has done. You will come here and just disgrace him. That's why I don't like women. I lose respect for you when you talk like that. I lose respect for you as a woman. If you can come up here and disgrace your king, somebody that you lay next to every night, somebody that you under all the time, somebody that you break bread with all the time. If you can come and disgrace him on social media, I have lost respect for you, baby. I have lost respect for you. You will see me turn my face at you. Because you will never see me do this to my king. You would never. I could never. I still at times ask my husband, why me? You had so many women that you could have chose from. Why me? And you know what he always say to me? Because you was always destined to be mine. You were destined to be mine. The only problem is you was too fast doing nonsense. And I had to get you from somewhere that you wasn't supposed to be. You were supposed to wait for me. And that's why I say he saved me. Because I was somewhere I was not supposed to be. I was on baby mama lane, down the corner, around the corner, turned up the street. That's where I was. I was on baby mama lane, down the street, turned the corner, up the street. That's where I was, and I was not supposed to be there. I was supposed to be in plain sight where he could see me with no labels. I was supposed to be a nice Macy brand shirt with one tag on it. No holes, nothing. Nice and sparkly. And smell good when you come up to it and sniff it. That's what I was supposed to be. But my fast tail ass was down the street, baby mama lane, down the street, up the corner, turned up the street. That's where I was. So he had to come all the way down there, down the street, up the corner to get me from baby mama lane. And he looked at me and said, "You don't belong over here. You don't belong over here." You ever had a man tell you that? "You don't belong over here. Why are you over here? You don't belong over here." So when I say this man took me, ripped all those labels off, put one label, washed me, all the holes I had in the shirt, he sewed them up and put the shirt on and said, "You mine now, and you smell good. You mine now." So this is why I act like a baby around my king. This is why when my king tell me to do something, I do it. I could like you as a content creator. I could like you. I could like the stuff that you do on your channel. I could like you. But if my king tell me, "I don't like you around that person. I don't like their content," yeah, I'm going to unfollow you. This is the truth. I ain't even going to lie to you. And I will block you from my channel. I ain't even going to lie to you. Let me not sugarcoat anything. If he tells me, "I don't want you to do something," I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to do it. I'm listening. I'm telling you right now. If he tell me, "I don't want you around this person no more," yes, I'm not going to be around you no more. I ain't even going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything like that. And then I'm going to tell you why. My king said I can't be around you no more. I'm going to look at you. You're going to be looking at me. Look at this grown woman talking like that. And I'm going to tell you, my king said that I can't be around you. And I will stop being around you. I will kid you not. But I'm going to share something with you. Back in the day, when I was groomed under my mother and my aunties and all that, right? All that alpha female nonsense. This is the stuff my husband had to break me from. But could my husband have talked to me like that back in the day if I would have met him? No, the hell he couldn't. No, he couldn't. Because I was lost in the sauce listening to my mamas and my aunties. Listening to the foolery that they taught me about men. Okay? Listening to all that nonsense they taught me about men. That's what we talking about. That nonsense that they teach their daughters about this foolery. And I was a nightmare for my king. When I said this, I think I was in somebody chat and I said I was a nightmare for my king. And everybody in the chat was laughing because they looking like, how does Take Heed a nightmare for her king? Because she's so nice on social media. Yeah, I'm nice on social media. It's called training. It's called training day. That's what it's called. Training. But the first 2 years of our marriage was hurricane. Hurricane Titan. Thunderstorms. Okay? Tornadoes. The first 2 years of our marriage. So when I was suiting up my armor, ready to go to battle with this man who loved me, who took me and deemed me as wife. I was ready to go to battle with this man because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And this man went and he said, since you ready for battle, I'm ready for battle too. But my husband had weapons and everything behind his back, and I didn't see none of those weapons. I just saw he was suited up with armor like me. Didn't know he had all types of ammo behind him. And I got this one little PP gun, thinking I could do something. And he said, I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. And you know, I told you my king is not one of those alpha males. My king is a humble king. But his words will cut you, baby. His words will cut you. They will teach you something, honey. But he said, you my project. That's what he told me. You my project, and I'm going to teach you how to behave. Because the way that you talk, women are not supposed to talk to men like that. But only in the Western world that we have that, because we were groomed by our mothers and grandmothers to teach us to talk to our men like they ain't nobody. I remember the first time telling my husband, it's my money. I worked hard for it. I could do whatever I want to do with it. And you know what my husband said? No, you can't. The money goes in one pot, and the money is allocated the way I say it is, because I am your husband. And both of us don't wear pants in this house. It's me that wear the pants in this house. I am king. And I looked at him. I had to step back a little bit like this. I was like, wait a minute. What is he talking about? Because I make good money. Why is he talking to me like that? I know. I wasn't ready. I know. I was not ready, y'all. I wasn't ready, baby. I was not ready for that smoke. I wasn't ready, y'all. I was not ready for that smoke. Kosha, I did not know you was in the house, sir. Thank you for the 777 super chat, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Kosha says body count does matter to a man. That's serious. And while we know they will lie, getting a polygraph examiner several for the truth. Marriage fraud is real. It does. He's right. Body count does matter. He is correct. Kosha is right. It does. It does matter to a man, because he's going to still ask you. He's still going to ask you, and you should tell the truth. Don't hide it. Do not hide it. Stop listening to these influencers telling you you don't have to tell them. You don't have to tell them. Let me share something with you, y'all. The truth will come out. It will come out. And you don't want it to come out within your marriage, because he's going to look at you differently. And Black Man Unfiltered said this last night. When he found out something about a young woman he was messing with, and he found out through the barbershop, he said he couldn't stand her after that, because he found out the truth about her. And that's why I say to y'all ladies, tell it. Tell it, because I'm going to share something with you. Once he find out, his whole perception of you will change, baby. It will change. So back to what I'm trying to tell y'all, and we're going to finish it out because we almost done. My king took time with me. He did what no other man wanted to do. He trained me. He trained me. He took time with me. So I will forever, forever be grateful to this man. Because when I came for battle with all the nonsense that I was taught from my mothers and my aunties and my godmothers and all that, when I was taught all this foolery, this is what I came to my marriage with. But my husband was ready. He was ready for all this foolery, suited armor, everything. He was ready for smoke with weapons behind his back and everything. He said, she gonna learn today. She gonna learn today. I'm gonna teach her. She's gonna learn today. And what happened? The 2 years was a battle. And on that fateful day, when my king stood up upon his kingdom and said, I have defeated this alpha female, this fake alpha female. I have defeated this fake alpha female. And now she is mine. She's mine. And this is how you know I was defeated. After the argument, it was about money. I had took some money from the account that I was not supposed to, because we always had one pot. From the beginning of our marriage, we have always had one pot. I took some money that I was not supposed to take. Okay? Not supposed to take this money. And we were going to war about this money. And then something clicked in me like this. This man love you and you arguing with him. Every time you run your mouth, you can't do nothing but sit down and be quiet. You can't do nothing but sit down and be quiet. And this man love you. This man love you. You're going to miss this opportunity. And this is exactly what I said to my king. I'm sorry. He turned around. He looked at me. He said, what? I said, I'm sorry. I will replace the money. I will put it back. And he looked at me. He said, so you ready to follow me now? And I looked at him and I said, yes, I am. True story, y'all. True story. I say, yes, I am. And ever since then, I have followed my king. So when we say, let me get to this super chat. Thank you, Kosha. I appreciate it, sir, for the $5 super chat. Kosha says, a woman past does not matter if she tells the truth and if he accepts it. But if she lies and then use God as an scapegoat, wait a minute, hold on. And she lies and uses God as the scapegoat, talking about her past, a no-go. Sir, you are correct. You are correct, because women do that. They will use God and say, only God can judge me. This is what they will say. Only God can judge me. This is folly, y'all. This is folly, baby. Because this man has to know what he's getting into. So let me see what we got up here next. Real bravado. Oh, come on, real bravado. Come on now. Why? Why are you always doing that? Real bravado, $50 super chat. Thank you, sir. Take heed, your husband is 10 toes down. We love how you talk about your husband. Teach these ladies what respect look like. Baby, you speaking facts, honey. You speaking facts. All I'm saying, and I want y'all to take heed to this message. Tell this man the truth. Don't lie to this man. Tell this man the truth. Let him know what he's getting into. Because if somebody come and try to disrespect this man will tell them to their face, I already know. But I gotta now. I will share with y'all something real quick and I'm going to let you be. There was a brother that I had dated a long time ago. And he found me on Facebook. Started sending me nonsense in my DM. I think like the 3rd year of my marriage. Started sending me nonsense in my DM. And I showed my king my phone. And he said, wow, why are you talking like that? He don't know you married. He don't see all these wedding pictures and stuff like that. I said the just blatant disrespect. And my husband said, so what you gonna do? I said, watch this. I called his cousin. I told his cousin, tell him, I said, he better lose my contact information and tell him that I don't play no games when it comes to my family. Why do you want to be bothered with me? What is your purpose? Your purpose is to come and destroy. Why am I here trying to talk with you in my DMs? You have lost your mind and I blocked them. I do not play when it comes to my king. If you come to my DMs and you talking some rah-rah nonsense to me, even as a content creator, I will block you. I don't entertain no foolery. I will block you. Stop telling me, oh, sis, you look so beautiful. Oh, sis, you look so nice. Don't tell me none of that. I get all that from my king. I don't need you to tell me nothing. I get all that from my king. I don't need nobody tell me nothing. Eyes, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat, honey. Eyes says, I have my notebook and pen. Go ahead, baby. Thank you so much. The Real Precious, how you doing, honey? It's good to see you. Listen, all I want to say is this, y'all. Body count does matter. It does matter. Am I saying that you're supposed to go tell every man that you trying to date? Nope. I'm not telling you that. But the man that deems you as wife, that wants to wife you, this is the one you must tell your truth to. Because if anybody come with some nonsense, he will tell them he knows. He will tell them he knows. Green Beans, how are you, honey? Tara, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing, my dear? It's good to see you. Body count matters. You will get these women on these podcasts. They will tell you only God can judge me. Y'all got to stop quoting Tupac. Yeah, y'all got to stop quoting Tupac. May his soul rest in peace. That's my answer right there. Stop quoting Tupac. Only God can judge me. Only why I tell y'all younger women to be mindful of the stuff you do, because you may not, the way the world is going right now, shout out to the Passport Bros, the way the world is going right now, there will be no one that will show you mercy. There will be no one that will show you mercy. Now, can I sit up here and say, my king showed me mercy? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. He showed me mercy. But what had to change in me? I had to want the change. I had to want to be obedient, even though y'all don't like that word. But I want to share something with you. A man is smooth like Sunday morning. He is. He's smooth like Sunday morning. But when you lie to him, this is your nightmare. This is your nightmare, because when he finds out, he has already put in his mind he is done with you. And this is why I tell y'all, stop playing that game talking about he cheated, so I'm going to cheat too. Because once he find out that you have done it, men are not like women. They will leave you. There's only a small amount of men that will stay with you. The rest of them will dismiss you and throw you to the wolves and say, I'm not doing that. He will quickly say, get somebody else to do it. And I'm going to share with you why men do that. And my king told me straight just like this, because men think about how the man had you. Just the way he lay you down on the bed, have you in doggy style, have you swinging from the chandelier. He thinks about how that same brother had you. That's why it's easy for men to say, I'm done, once they find out you cheat. But ladies, you think you paying him back, and it's not. You're not paying him back. He gonna let you go. That's why I say, before you decide this payback stuff, think it through. Think it through. Because if you want to still be married, think it through. But if you don't want to be married, baby, then you just go ahead and just do whatever you're going to decide to do. I would never tell anybody to destroy their marriage, but you do whatever you think is right. Go to God in prayer first. I will always tell anybody that I don't like to give marriage advice. Go to God in prayer first. And Eyes, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat, honey. And I said, the smoothness is sexy as fuck. I think that's what you said to me. I don't know. You doing too much this morning, baby. I don't know what's going on. So this is what I wanted to tell y'all. Y'all got to stop saying only God can judge me. And I want to share this little video with y'all real quick. I just want y'all to hear this young woman talk about her body count. Check this out.
My body count it's not 2,000, it's over 2,000 now. How old are you? I'm 27. What? So since that interview, I've had sex with more people. What are your rates? Okay, so this is my thing, right? Okay. I'm a dancer first. Okay. So let's start there. So my main occupation, the main way I get money is being a stripper. Okay. I go to work, people throw dollar bills at my naked body. Okay. So now it's like an extracurricular activity. It's not something I do every day. It's not something I wake up like, hey, I need to find somebody to pay me to have sex. You know what I'm saying? It's really like, okay, it might be a day where, okay, some nigga, he got 3,000, he throwing me money, whatever, and he's just like, yo, I want to see you after the club. What I gotta do? Or how much more you want? And I'm gonna give him a price, and if the price is right, I just might. It's not like or I have a price and it's set. So it's not like, it comes natural, like you said, it just comes natural. Okay. It's never like planned. It's not set. Sometimes I charge more. Sometimes I charge less, depending who the guy is, what he look like, how much money I think he got, how much money I even need. It's sometimes where my bank account looking right and I don't feel like doing it.
So she said, my bank account be looking right and I feel like I ain't gonna go do it. This is what she said. Shout out to Tasha K, because this was her content that I saw and people shared it. Okay, so shout out to Tasha K for this. So the young woman has a 2,000 plus body count. Now she says she messed with boys and girls. Okay, well, men and women. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Men and women that she messed with. Now, will this woman ever get saved? Could she ever get saved by a man? What y'all think? Y'all answer the question. Could this woman ever get saved by a man? Could a man ever save this type of woman? Because there is dignified hoism. Shout out to Kosha. They have dignified hoism. And they also have street hoism. Okay. And they also have ratchet hoism. So sister girl is in that ratchet hoism. And that dignified hoism is when you had got saved and now you dignified, but you still doing hoe. You still a hoe. But you just got saved, but you still was a hoe. They have that different kind of hoism. So yes, will she find somebody? Yeah, somebody gonna mess with her. They gonna mess with her. Yeah, they gonna mess with her. But will she be somebody's wife? No, she won't be somebody's wife. She won't make it to be wife status. Because why? She a ratchet. She ratchet hoism. Everybody know about her already. She even came and sealed her coffin when she came in social media telling her business. She sealed her coffin, just like Joe Smith's wife. She have sealed her coffin. Even if her and her husband don't ever get back together, she gonna sit in that big house and she just going to die alone. But the thing with men always can come back from foolery. Women need somebody to save them from foolery. I know it's gonna roll over your head. I know it's okay, but I just want to let you know women need somebody to save them. A man can come back on his own. He can fight on his own. Good morning, King. He can fight on his own and get back. But a woman needs somebody to save her. Y'all take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you to Kosha. Okay. Please, somebody put Kosha business in the chat, please. Somebody put the Real Bravado Network in the chat, please. And everybody who is content creators, put your link in the chat, please. Okay. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. Put everybody in the chat, y'all. Everybody who came that are content creators, please put your link up in the chat, y'all. I greatly appreciate that. Please don't forget Black Man Unfiltered. Please don't forget Lost in Translation. Also, JT, don't forget JT, please, as well. Guys, I thank you so much, y'all, for coming. I thank you so much for listening to my story. I thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you for all the super chats, Amenize, Kosha, RBN. Thank you so much. And everybody who donate to my channel, who come rock with me. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I appreciate all y'all taking time to come listen to a woman like me. Because you could be anywhere else, but you decide to rock with me. And I greatly appreciate that. All right. I greatly do. Thank you, my dear, for buying a badge. I see you, honey. Thank you so much for the badge. Let me give you a little clapping and thank you. Let me put it. Thank you, my dear, for buying one badge. I greatly appreciate that, honey. So, we are done for today, y'all. We are done. Culture Invasion Podcast. You say you are refreshing, sister. Oh, thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate that. So, everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. Please be safe. Enjoy your day. Okay. So, that's it, y'all. We done. We done. But I want to say one more thing. Body count matter. Stop letting these fake women influencers tell you it doesn't matter. Body count matter. Tell the truth to that man who will deem you as wife. Tell the truth. He needs to know what he's signing up for. Let him make the choice. Take heed to the message, everybody. Much love to you all. Instagram, I'm going to let you out first, baby. YouTube, my foundation, where I started from. Thank you, guys. Much love to you all. Please be safe. Lady Navoa, take it easy, honey. Thank you for everything. Everybody, all my mods, I greatly appreciate all the love and how y'all come and rock with me. And to the kosher, sir, you are a scholar and a gentleman, and I love your content, sir. RBN, the Real Bravado Network, sir, you always take me unawares. You always do. Sir, it is a pleasure to know you. It is a pleasure to know you. A lot of the men that I follow on social media, I put all of you as at a high esteem. I greatly thank God that I have met you all. And all of you are kings. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Everybody, have a wonderful day. To all my sisters who are amazing in the chat, lionesses that rock with me, I will always and forever be thankful to meet amazing women like you. Lionesses, oh yes, yes, honey. Take it easy, everybody. Have a wonderful day.